Welcome to Cam on Court. This is the first episode, and I have the Evergreen women's basketball team with me right now, and I'm gonna have them introduce themselves one by one. So,
Sadee Jones. I'm a senior.
LaNiecia Weatherspoon, senior. Randi Boseman, senior.
so I have three seniors with me. And how long you guys been at Evergreen for? Because I know you guys are seniors, but you guys stay all 4 years or
I'm 4 years.
you're 4 years?
Yeah.
Sadie, you're 4 years. Okay.
Yeah.
I transferred last year, so this will be my second.
Second year.
This is actually my fifth year.
Fifth year here.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So you've been here the longest. What's your take on Evergreen? Just as it's the school.
I think Evergreen's a wonderful school. I would have to say that I've definitely grown and learned quite a bit with academics-wise, personal-wise, and basketball-wise. I think how Evergreen gives you the opportunity to do seminars is really a great thing and is very helpful for you once you enter out into the real world and find a job opportunity.
What about you, Smell?
Coming from, a JUCO, I actually love the transition because, it's just like, Evergreen, you don't have to take tests. And I'm just like, yes, no tests.
No test at Evergreen.
And I just love it. And, seminar, you just get to be yourself and get to be, outspoken. Or, you get to speak up and just really say what's on your mind and not really get judged like you would maybe in some other type of schools and stuff. So.
Well, mine's kind of like theirs. It helped me understand the different kinds of people, and I think if I would have gone to a more traditional school, I would have been stuck in the highlight study test. And at Evergreen, it's very much take charge of your own learning, and I really like that idea because I get more out of it instead of just textbook learning, and I've gotten to make really great relationships with people outside of sports, which is something that I probably wouldn't have done at another school, and just making connections with people and making different connections with yourself and networking.
It's cool. So you guys have been really successful this year, amazingly successful. So just share your record, just so the viewers can know.
We are 12-7 overall and 6-6 in conference.
12-7. What was your guys' record last year?
I think we finished conference 10-8.
10-8, I believe, yeah.
And 16-10, I think, was our overall record.
So the past 2 years have been success. So
yeah.
How do you guys feel about success? Because I guess Evergreen sports haven't really gotten great oh, you guys are really good or successful and stuff like that. You guys are successful as a women's program. So how do you feel about the success you guys are getting? I mean, do you feel like it's deserved?
Oh, I feel like it's way overdue, deserved. The work that we put in on a daily basis, people don't know the kind of work that we put in. We're winning games and we're getting our name all over the conference website, but that still doesn't reflect the amount of work that we put in individually and together as a team just to make sure that we win the right way. But you guys, anything else?
To chime in with Sadie, along with success comes hard work. And we didn't sweat some blood and tears out here on the court before season started.
Emphasis,
So.
I had a lot of tears.
Yeah, you guys have 6 a.m. today or something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
6 a.m. practice.
Practice.
Yeah, that means in the gym at 5:30.
In the gym at 5:30?
At 5:30, which means we wake up at 4:50.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I definitely would have to agree with both of them. I think one of the key things about the program that has been such a benefit to us is that since athletics are fairly new here, it allows us to make history. And so we've had plenty of opportunities, and I think this is the first year we've had multiple people on our team get, athlete of the week, and we also gained team of the week a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so those are all super, super key accomplishments and, getting ourselves on the map. So I think we've been pretty successful in that sense.
Yeah, speaking of that athlete of the week thing, out of you three, did any of you guys get athlete of the week?
Yeah, me and Spoonie, we both got it.
How do you guys feel about that? Like, athlete of the week is a big thing. Like, that's not easy to get. So, how do you feel? Like, how did you feel when you heard you were just athlete of the week? What was the emotions like?
Well, for me, I was surprised and shocked. Like, oh, what? I got athlete of the week. You know, I didn't get it, never got it, and I was just like, that's what's up. I'm gonna try to get that again.
Yeah, for me it was kind of, I read it and I was like, that's my name. Like, that's my name. And I was like, yeah, that's my name. And it was really cool and I was really excited about it. But like when you get it, there's like this pressure that comes with it. And I don't know if you felt that, but like that whole week when you play another game, people are like, oh man, here comes the player of the week. In my head, I'm like, oh, gotta be player of the week. I gotta play like a player of the week. And so, I mean, pressure is a good thing. When you get pressure, that means you've done some really great things. But I've never gotten it before, and it was a different kind of pressure for me. And so, yeah, I mean, but it was really cool.
So, we talked about you guys' success about getting player of the week and success. What do you feel has led to that success, the success that you guys have gotten on the court? You guys can all answer differently too.
Okay. A lot of the things that we've done like off the court to make ourselves better together on the court. We've had a lot of talks about being together and what together looks like, and I think that it's really benefited us. It's benefited me, and just the things that we do with Coach Jen, like she takes care of us as people and not just like machines to crank out some wins on a record. She treats us as whole people, and she makes sure that we're successful in every aspect of our life. And for me, having a coach like that makes me want to do anything and everything for her. And the way she cares about me personally, I would run through a brick wall for her. And so I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but that's how I feel I get my like drive from, is protecting them and playing for a coach who's just above and beyond for her players, which is great.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. What about you, Spoon?
I think along with that, our team chemistry has a lot to do with it as well. It's just because, you know, when we're out there on the court and someone, you know, does something that the coach may not like, you know, our teammates are still there for each other. You know, like say, for instance, I go down and I turn the ball over 2 times in a row. Sadee or Randi or someone will be there like, hey, it's good, Spoon, you know, we here, don't worry, we get it back on D. I'm just like, you know what, you're right.
And next play down, she blocks somebody out the gym.
And so, yeah, I believe team chemistry has a lot to do with it. You know, it's just like, we're together as one, and it's just like we all have one common goal that we share and strive to get. So it's just like we're all trying to get that goal, and so it's just like, you know, whoever does whatever, we don't mind, because at the end of the day, we're still trying to all get to that goal. Everyone has a different way of getting there, but at the same time, it's all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with those two as well. I think we've had the opportunity to have a very talented team, even with what we got 7, we had 8, but since Britt's not playing anymore, we have 7 and playing. But I think everybody as a whole comes together, even like people who are not playing on the court, make us better every day. And, you know, we've come to the realization that in order to get what we want to get, we have to be together. And so when we're on the court, it's like, you know, other team does something, we're like, we got each other's backs all the time. And I think that's one thing that has been such a huge benefit this year, as opposed to, you know, previous years, in terms of, I think we all get along off the court, and I can truly say that I enjoy, you know, having a conversation and talking to my teammates on and off the court, and I can truly say, you know, each one of them has challenged me individually and made me better. And with Coach Jen's coaching, she's done a wonderful job as well in making us not just basketball players, but people who are going to be doing big things in life after basketball.
Yeah.
And along with, you know, her talented piece, we do understand that we are a really talented team, but at the same time, it's just like we we also come to the realization that talent isn't what's going to win games.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's good to, continue what they were saying.
Yeah, and just going off what Spoonie said earlier, this is honestly, without a doubt, the best team chemistry that I've ever had in my 4 years. And this is the first year that I actually can 100% honestly say that I absolutely love every single one of my teammates. And I loved my teammates before, but I don't know if I would necessarily call them up to have lunch 10 years from now, but my teammates now, 10 years from now, I'll be like, hey, Spoonie, let's go get some lunch. And it's just, I don't know, it's a different feeling, and I really love it.
That's cool. Yeah, I definitely see the chemistry between you guys three because we're just talking, just thinking back up each other. So that's good. You guys seem real humble too, just for a team with so much success. Usually you don't see that with with big stars and stuff like that. So that's good to see. So how do you guys feel about the sports culture here at Evergreen? Or the lack thereof.
Yeah, that's a better term for it. I think as far as our program goes, we are trying to turn that around every day and trying to get awareness of our program out in our classrooms with our classmates and our teachers and just around campus, and just carrying ourselves with pride as the women's basketball team, because I know a lot of sports teams in the past at Evergreen have just kind of gotten into the flow of sports is on the back burner, and I'm just going to go out and do reckless things and carry that name with it. So I think with our program, we are just trying to carry ourselves in a classy manner and have that reflected on our program, which also reflects on sports at Evergreen as a whole. So
Me being an athlete, I believe that, everyone does have a lack of culture for, athletics. And because, they are, closing or shutting down the track program, and it's just like,
Oh, really?
yeah, they are.
Wow. So
Yeah,
I guess
a couple of years and shut down the show. It's just like, Randy said earlier, women's basketball is fairly new at this, school, but at the same time, it's just like I feel like everybody should try to grab more people for sports, make this school that much more diverse. So it's just like you have all these athletes with these greener, and they combine, and you get to see the different sides of lives between both.
True.
Yeah, to add to them as well, it has been a challenge, I think, because like you were saying, Evergreen isn't so all about sports, and neither are many of faculty here, and so it's always like a huge deal, I think, that I've come to find when I come in contact with a faculty member who just wants to come to your games, and it's always puts a smile on my face when I look in the stands and I see my teacher or my teammates' teachers in the stands. And so I think we have come a long way because we've gotten a lot more support over the years, at least since I've been here since 2010. So I think as long as we keep being successful, we keep winning, it's gonna drive more people to know more about it, find more stuff about us, and to want to come to games. And I think that's where it all starts. And because I know we take pride in wearing that Geoduck on our shirts every day. So.
That's cool.
yeah, and this year is the first, in last spring quarter, are the first times that I've seen my teachers at my games, and I was really pumped to see my teacher at my game. It was so cool, and she was actually really excited about it, and she talks to me about it in class, and I'm like, man, this is cool. I like having the connection between my team and my classmates because it just kind of makes me feel like my time here has been complete. So,
Cool. So do you guys feel like there's a good fan support? Because when I come to games, I feel like the stands are kind of packed for you guys for just a small school and everything like that. So do you feel like you guys have the support from the fans, or is it just mixed? Because I guess there's the students, and there's students who could be fans, and there's people who are just outside of the school who are fans. Maybe it's people from outside of the school that are coming to the game. So how do you feel about that?
I think our fan base is increasing every game because I've seen more fans in the stand every time we have home games. I'm just like, where did all these people
I
come
know.
from? It's like,
Where are these people?
so I mean, yeah, I think along with our success, comes many other things that we see, interviews, fans. So it's kind of nice and
Yeah, it's definitely nice to see, every time I look in the stands, I see a new person, and even like, coming in the games, like after we're done with the game, that support system is always nice to have. I have a brand new person coming up to me just about every game, or like I might see my teammates, greeting their folks and stuff, and it's always nice to see a new face in the stands telling you how good of a game you guys have played and how well you guys fought, and I think it's just really rewarding, even regardless of the win or loss. It's always nice to have support with everything I do.
That's cool. So, financially, do you guys think you guys get enough for like your program, like as far as like things you need to help you succeed on that level, or do you feel like there's a lack in that, just being a women's program or something like that? So you guys do have a success now, and I don't know, sometimes maybe there could be like a thing where it's like, we're doing so good, why don't we get this and this, You guys did get the shooting machine, which is kind of in the back, you can see it on the side, but I mean, how do you guys feel about like financially when it comes to sports at Evergreen, or I guess when it comes to your program,
Well, from my knowledge, the money for the sports is dispersed throughout all the sports. So it's just like the women's basketball team doesn't have their own bank.
Yeah.
If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I believe since we do have to disperse the money throughout all of the athletic teams, we should all come together and fundraise a lot more in order to get a lot more things. Because we do have a lot of athletes here, like here, the men's basketball team, soccer team, volleyball team, like they're all some pretty legit athletes, and it's just if we did fundraise a little more, we could probably get some more things that athletes need. Like if we would have had this shooting machine 3 to 4 years ago,
yeah. So do you feel like if you guys did have that financial status, that like track program wouldn't shut down or things like that? You feel like that would take a toll on that?
The thing about that, it's not the financial status for the track program, it's just the people, like there's not enough athletes that are joining the track team. They'll have 10 to 15 people, maybe at most, at a track team. Normally you're supposed to have way more than that. Mm-hmm. And so that's another thing when I said earlier, it's just like, if Evergreen, invited more athletes, gave out more sports, make the athletic a little more a little better.
Yeah, I think also going along with that, I mean, school is expensive these days, and it's always hard, obviously, having to pay for school, and thinking about if you want to be a college athlete, you may or may not get help from the program that you're participating in. And so as far as that, it would definitely help if we had more money, because we would be able to give out more scholarships for athletes.
Because a lot of people, when they come here, they're like, oh, you have a track program? Or like, oh my gosh, you guys have a basketball team here? And just kind of getting the word out that Evergreen is like, there's sports programs that are really active, and that they're doing some really great things and breaking a ton of records on the track team right now. And just getting the word out there about the team, and just having more people come and wanting to break records and wanting to make their mark on a school, and that would increase the sports programs as a whole when each of the teams grow. Like the volleyball team is growing really well right now, and once that happens, then more students are going to want to come to the school, and that's going to increase the attendance rate at Evergreen as a whole, which then helps the school as a whole, and then it just kind of boosts it all. And I know Evergreen was founded with the notion that they didn't want this to be a traditional school with like sports, and especially football, but I think sports are a really great thing to have at a school, not necessarily to be like, oh man, let the jocks out of class, they don't have to do their homework. I think that there's a reason it's called student athlete, because you should be a student first, but having that team environment and having that ability to be a great time manager and work with other people and balance your life is something that you can't learn in a classroom. So just having the notoriety of sports in Evergreen, just having that, and that would help increase the school as a whole.
Yeah, it's cool. So, I guess I'll give you guys some fun things for like the viewers out there and stuff like that. So, I'll start with you, Randy. Your favorite basketball player?
Favorite basketball player, guys or girls or both?
I mean, it could be both.
Okay, let me see.
You want a man? That's both.
Let me see. For men's, I'd probably say my favorite. He's not playing anymore, but I definitely have to say Allen Iverson. And then in terms of girls, I would go with Diana Taurasi or Sue Bird.
Okay, that's cool.
KD, number 35.
KD?
That's my favorite basketball player.
Okay,
I love his game.
that's cool.
Love it.
I don't watch a lot of, or any NBA, actually. I
Really?
couldn't even tell you who's on, I couldn't tell you, like, I know Kobe's on the Lakers,
Okay.
and I know LeBron. I almost just said Miami, but he's not in Miami. He's in Cleveland.
Yeah.
He's in Cleveland. That's all I know. But as far as college goes, Stephanie Dolson, for sure. And the Agrumake sisters, I know they're in the WNBA now, but I love them. And I did like Charles Barkley. I do like him.
That's cool. That's cool. So, what do you guys like to do? I guess each of you when you're outside of basketball. Like, what's your hobby? When you're just like, I just need to get away from basketball. Let me just do something that's just not basketball related. What would you go to do? What's your go-to thing?
Mine's CrossFit. I love having a barbell in my hand. Anything with a barbell and weights and lifting heavy stuff, I'll go.
I want to say Netflix, but I don't know if that could be a
That
hobby.
works. Yeah. Netflix.
No,
but
on that.
but I like to draw and like do a lot of arts and crafts types of things. And I like to write a little bit.
Poetry or just writing?
Just writing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just writing.
All right.
I would probably say I play trumpet, and I do enjoy writing poetry.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
They're really good.
Really good at poetry. Is it?
Yeah, Spoonie's really good at drawing.
You guys have shared it between each other, and seen it and stuff like that.
I've seen one of Spoonie's things. She said she like whipped it up in like an hour, and I was like, that would take me 2 months to do it. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah,
it's
we
like-
had to do a little Secret Santa thing, and so I like drew her a card. It was pretty nice. Yeah.
It was
Really?
really nice. It was really nice.
I shocked myself. I was like,
Wow. I saw you guys singing the national anthem earlier in the outtakes. Okay. But I guess like my last question for you guys is a real serious one. But who would you say is your role model, just in life? I guess let me say this: who would you say is your role model in life, and what do you feel has gotten you to this point where you're at today? Has gotten you here, sitting down, having this interview, all the success, just, in life.
Oh man. You want to do it?
I would have to say my dad. He's definitely been a huge inspiration ever since I was like born. I've always been a daddy's girl, and he's always pushed me to do my best and excel in everything that I've done. And he does so much for me, coaching wise, off the court, parenting. My parents are divorced, so he raised me part of my life as a single father, and that takes a lot as a father. And so I'd probably say
I'd say the late Paul Weatherspoon, aka my dad. Yeah, he passed away November 4th, 2011. But when I was a child, kind of like Randy, my parents did split up. They weren't married, but they split up, and he, was just always there in the end. And I just always wanted to make my dad proud, and so it's just like he was the reason why I started playing basketball. And it's just like, oh, I want my you know, he loves watching TV or sports on TV, and I was just like, oh, I want my dad to see me on TV one day. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. And so that's why I just try to be great at what I do, so one day he'd be able to see me.
I'm sure you guys are proud of you guys. Yeah. So you say?
Mine would have to be probably my grandpa, my mom, and my sister. Can I have three?
Of course. Role models.
My grandpa, I'm pretty much the grandson that he never got. So, it's all girls in my family, and I'm the one that really took to sports and kind of, I guess, boy things, but whatever. He's the one that he taught me that, like, wanting to lift weights and, like, wanting to have big muscles and, like, wanting to be a really strong girl is totally cool, and I don't have to feel bad about it if I'm stronger than the guy friends that I have. And my mom has always taught me how to be really positive about things and look on the bright side. She's always using these really silly puns, but it helps just to make the light of everything. And my sister's always just been like, she has just been so supportive of me and is always like, I believe in you, sissy, you can do this, like, and she's just always telling me how proud of me she is, and she's really just kept me going, and yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. So, is there anything else you guys want to share with the viewers before we just wrap it up?
Thanks for
Thanks for watching.
having us and watching. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys. You know, I appreciate that. I'm sure the viewers will appreciate it because they want to get an insight about you guys because you guys have a successful program this year. So it'll be good to keep watching you guys. And when's your next game?
Friday and Saturday.
Against
Here.
Here?
Yeah, Friday is Oregon Tech, and that game is huge for us.
Okay.
It keeps, if we win, when we win, it keeps us in
Yeah,
fourth
win,
place. So we keep our solid fourth place, and then Saturday we play Southern Oregon.
Okay.
And they're second in the conference right now, so that would be a big upset for us. But yeah, Friday, Saturday, 5:30.
We're looking to host playoffs, so
Yeah. Come out, get some energy on Friday night.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Fans come out to the games this Friday and Saturday. And
5:30.
5:30?
5:30.
5:30, yeah. Definitely support your women because they're doing some amazing things here at Evergreen. And, you know, it's well deserved.
Yeah.
Just thank you guys just for everything.
Thank you. Thank you. Looking into the camera.
Don't look directly into the camera. Just like kind of like this natural like talk. You're just talking to each other. Yeah. Like the camera will just get you.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if you look directly in the camera, like when you see it on video, you're gonna be like, damn, I was looking in the camera like that. Yeah, it'll show you looking in the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just like we're just talking like we're talking like now. I'll ask a
Okay.
question.
Like panels.
All right.
Panel style, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Just be
That's-
comfortable.
that's perfect.
Cool. It's just regular.
Just be comfortable, cool.
It's nothing crazy.
Cool.
Boys, we watch.
We're so gallantly streaming.
And the Rockets
You can't follow that.
Go
The
there.
bombs bursting in air. Gave proof through the night
that our flag was still there.
Oh, say does that star-spangled
Banner yet wave.
Bring it on.
hit that?
Land of the free.
One, two, three.
And the home of the brave.
We really just sang the national anthem. Can we sing it senior night? Can we sing it? We'll sing it together at senior night. Gray, you take the lead. Should be like.